I'm about to show you how you can make Mario Kart item boxes within Fortnite. We've all been having fun playing the awesome new car maps in Fortnite, and so far I've mostly just played ones where you're racing against other people. Well, now I want to add in a whole new element. I want to show you how you can pick up items off of the ground and then use them in the game from your car. Now, I should say you can't shoot stuff from your car yet, but if you have a passenger, you can, similar to like a double dash in Mario Kart. Let's go. Okay, let me show you how to set this all up. So first, you're gonna want to go into your devices and find the visual effects power up. This is a really cool device. It's very visual, very cool. It's perfect for this Mario Kart type thing. So when you go into the settings, the things that you really want to worry about is one, the color. There are a ton of color options here. You can choose the color that fits your map, but for me and this map, I chose the aquamarine. I just felt like it fit perfect for the feel of Koopa Troopa Beach. The next setting that's most important is the pickup radius. So for me, the best pickup radius is pickup radius 1. If it's too small, then the car can just drive right through it. And if the driver doesn't hit it, then it doesn't pick up. But at 1, pretty much anywhere it hits on the car is gonna pick it up. And then you can choose your time to respawn. I chose 5 seconds. That's enough time to where the first car can pick it up, and then other cars that are close by will miss it. But if there's a car that's lagging behind, it should reappear for that car to pick up. 10 seconds feels a little too long, and 3 seconds feels a little too short for me. So I think 5 seconds is perfect, but you may want it longer or shorter depending on your map. You want to make sure your spawn on mini game start is on, and then I turned off the ambient sound. No one's really gonna hear it anyways when they're racing, but you can have that on if you want. I do know in Mario Kart they're glowing and you can kind of hear them. I left the pickup audio on so there's a little bit of feedback for people when they're racing. It's not super loud. Another option you could do here is when the item is picked up, it plays some like custom sound. But the problem with that is if you connect it to like a music block or something, everyone's gonna hear it. So everyone's gonna hear everyone picking up everything. It's just gonna be really loud and noisy. You don't want that. Okay, leave all the other settings, but then change apply to player team. That way, if there is a second player in the car with them, they also get the item. So then they can like throw it out at people. It's more of like a double dash type thing. And then I changed who can see this power up to all. And then right here behind my head, when the item is picked up, transmit on a channel. And for me, I have channel 25 because that's my next available channel. That's pretty much all you need to do on this item. Then you're gonna want to set up an item granter. If you're not familiar with the item granter, you can go to items in your devices, and this is the item granter. Let me just explain how an item granter works. So there's a bunch of settings that I'll go through in just a second, but you can drop items and weapons and whatever you want into this device by just going to your play here, and then you just drop it on the ground next to the item granter, and then it sucks it up into the item granter itself. And you can see here it's scrolling through all those items that I just placed into it. Now I can have certain settings to where it will randomly grant an item to the player that has triggered this device. And that's what we want, is that when people go over this device right here, is to randomly give them one of the items that I've placed in the item granter. I've only given them 4 items: smoke grenades, impulse grenades, shockwave grenades, and boom boxes. I played around with some of this other stuff and it was just a little bit too crazy for a race like this. So now I want them to randomly get one of these things. Let's go through the settings. So yes, you want to enable it on game start, but the first important one is the receiving players. So you could choose between triggering team or triggering player here. You want the triggering team so that everyone in the car gets the item, so that the passenger can throw out these items as you're driving around. Then we want on grant action to keep all. The other options are to clear inventories and resources and stuff, but we only want to grant people new things when they've used up their old things, and that's what this is gonna do. Okay, then we're gonna leave grant as current item, and then our grant condition is gonna be only if there's space. You could change it to always, like changing out whenever you run over it, but you want people to use up their items, and only if they have an empty slot for it to grant something new. Okay, we're gonna leave these other ones as the defaults, and we're gonna change give extra ammo to no. I just don't want them getting more impulse grenades or anything else other than what I've specified. And then the cycle behavior is gonna be wrap. Now let me explain this. So you can see here that the item granter is cycling through different items. If I don't have a random function on this, it's just gonna go from the boombox to the shockwave grenade to the impulse grenade and so forth, and just kind of like go around in a cycle. If you don't have wrap on and you change it to stop, it's just gonna stop granting items once it's gone through all of them. So I want it to be on wrap. Now these are really important settings down here. I want it to cycle to random item when receiving from the channel 25. So remember, channel 25 is the channel that signals when I pick this up. So this is just gonna randomly choose one of the items that I put in there and grant it to the team that triggered it. And then I also have restock items when receiving from channel 25 toggled on as well. That way you're never gonna run out of inventory. And that's basically all you need to have set up for the item granter. Now, before we go and test this, we want to specify how many item slots the players are gonna have. The default number of slots that you have is 5. Well, you can change that in the settings. At the very, very bottom of settings, you're gonna see maximum equipment slots, and you can decide how many slots people get. So I want it to only be 2 slots, similar to Mario Kart. Now that we have set that up, let's go and test it. Okay, our race has started, and we go over our little device there. I'm gonna switch seats so you can see now I have impulse grenades in my inventory. Let's keep going down the race and pick up another item. Okay, here comes some more items. Let's pick up this one right here. And you can look, I've got smoke grenades now. Let's pick up another item here, right here. Oh, look, my items haven't changed at all because I can't get new items until I use up these. Okay, there you go. That's how you set up a little Mario Kart device box to give you weapons and items. Let me know in the comments below what else you would want to see for racing type maps. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you later.